Ladies and gentlemen, back after a one-day break, it's day 19 of the 6-month crypto challenge, 1,500 to 250K. Here to guide you and show you how to do it, Mr. Techie.
Hello, good evening, and welcome everybody to day 19. We are 20 days into a 182.5 day journey, so it means we've got 162.5 days, and I do intend on making use of that very last day, believe it or not, or that half a day. We got our enormous full house today. We got Jerome joining us. Thank you very much, Crypto Romeo, for the introduction. We have Damilon, Grizz, Jeff, myself, and of course, if I'm not mistaken, we have Graylin in the YouTube chat looking after things over there. And thank you to Markko for the intro graphics. So, we took a one-day break. We did update the Google Sheet yesterday. We made an announcement on the Discord server in case you didn't know. And today we're going to go in and we're going to have a look at our balance, 1465.01. And we come here, 1465.01. I didn't really expect to make anything today, to be honest. We made 1.64%, although yesterday we went down by minus 4.28. And the reason for that is that we are still holding a few coins, but the majority of our money is in USD Tether. And a lot of people are sending me messages saying, Mr. Techie, Bitcoin has been going up. Why haven't you bought back in? And it's an interesting question. It's a very, very interesting question. I think the first thing that we got to have, first thing we got to do is we've got to have a look at what Bitcoin is doing or what it has been doing. Always forget the last T. And even if we go up to, I don't know, 4-hour chart, might be a little bit easier. So I believe that we sold, where did we sell? I can't even remember now, it was so long ago. We sold maybe around here somewhere. And in the meantime, Bitcoin has been going up and 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 up. So yeah, we have been very, very cautious for a few different reasons. And one of the main reasons is that there has been no confidence from some of the top people in trading about Bitcoin and where it's going. 2 days ago we had Until 1 Mil, and Until 1 Mil is a great trader, very knowledgeable in TA, and he is sat in USDT because of the uncertainty. You don't want to get caught out if this all falls down. Okay. Sorry about that. I thought I'd catch the cough before it hit mute. So now is coming to a very crucial time. Okay, and there is more confidence coming into the market, but we are literally at a very crucial point. And although you guys can't see it on here, okay, I'm just going to show you my chart that I work with essentially. It can sometimes look something like this. If we go back to the 4-hour, we'll double click, let's just go on to auto. So you can see here I was giving a little bit of a guide to some people earlier who were asking questions, lots of lines, lots of stuff. We're going to go back to the more basic one. We're going to do it ourselves just to show you guys how to do it. So essentially all the way up here, okay, all the way up there was the all-time high for Bitcoin. And if you come and you click and you drag a line all the way down, not off the screen because then that doesn't work. Let me close my alerts actually. If you drag a line down all the way across, okay, you can see that this is the downtrend line from the all-time high. This is the line that has been going down now for going on 2 months. Okay, you can see right now that we are headed for that line. Okay, and if we hit that line as we did up here, okay, if we hit that line and we don't break through it, there could be a massive drop. And if you guys have a look at the drops here, okay, and then we hovered around for a while and then we took an even steeper drop, I mean, looking at this angle just here, okay, that's how insane it is. And if you guys actually want to know, okay, we can come from the bottom here up to the top there. This is a handy tool that I've started to use a little bit more, guys. I would recommend it. In 1 day and 20 hours, we dropped 52%. Okay, what is this tool? If you come here to the 1 second from the bottom and you come down to date and price range, it allows you to essentially come and draw a box starting from any candle to any candle, and it will tell you the time and the difference in percentage from the open and close. So that when there, 5 bars, 20 hours, 8.06%. Okay, I'm finding it a very nice handy tool. I would suggest maybe messing around with it. So we took a massive drop. Okay, and we are coming very, very close to this point here. I'm just doing right now very rough, and I would recommend that you guys get in a little bit closer and you get things a little bit more accurate. We can make, well, we can, let's make this one here green, and let's make it a solid line. Okay, so this here is essentially our trend lines for how we have been going recently, about there. Okay, this is essentially the climb that we have done from when we reached 6,000 USDT per BTC. And if we zoom in, God, I really don't like this auto. I need to work out a new setting for the auto. And if we zoom in, you can see we've got 4 hours. Okay, these are 4-hour candles. And even if you were to measure right now, you could see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, perhaps, I don't know, another 6 or 7 candles. Okay, you could maybe get another 6 or 7 candles before we are literally at this point. However, this is not the only line we have to worry about right now. We also have, and we just come in with a horizontal, okay, we also have a line literally right at the peak there, okay, at 11,274. Okay, this is a point that we reached yesterday, I believe, depending where you are in the world, may still be today, maybe the day before yesterday. Okay, and if we really zoom in here and we change that up to there, you guys can see we went up and we touched that line, which was exactly on the trend line. We came back down, we tried to climb again, went back down, hit the bottom of this trend line, came back up, didn't quite touch it here, touched it here, failed, and right now we are here. This is 4-hour candles, remember. If we go over to 15 minutes, things might look a little bit out of whack. Okay, as in then the lines aren't quite perfectly on the points, etc. But this is currently our line of resistance. Okay, we need to get above this line in order for us to have any chance at all of breaking through that line there. Why? Because as you guys can see, this right here is forming a triangle, and we're not really going to do that much TA today, guys. I'm just going to move this line down a bit. I don't know why on TradingView occasionally when you draw the lines in one thing they don't quite work out, but then if you draw them in another time frame then they kind of shift up or down by a few millimeters. Kind of annoys me a little bit. And just get that one there we go. Okay, good enough. So essentially we are currently in a triangle, and how can we see that we are in a triangle? And a triangle is one of the shapes, and we're going to slowly start to introduce these shapes to you guys. If I can remember where the hell I draw the triangles. There we go. Okay, so essentially we are in a triangle. Okay, right there. Okay, and it's an ascending triangle. So this is the point that I was at yesterday, or earlier on today, a few hours ago, maybe 8 or 9 hours ago, even 12 hours ago. Yeah, 12 hours ago I started to draw this. Okay, and in order for us to break above this line, sorry, we have to break above this line to reach this orange line. And if we break through this orange line, then we have essentially broken the big, massive, let's go back to auto, let's switch over to even 1 day. oh god, then we have essentially broken out of this big long downtrend that's been happening since the all-time high in December. Okay, that is why we are still in USDT, because if we bounce off of there, guys, you can see what happens. And when we had until 1 mil on, for him as well, it's a question of confidence. I learned something very valuable from a few traders that I've been speaking to, and they say always the best way to trade in a position like this is to not put in a trade until you have confirmed that something has happened. Okay, because right now a lot of people can buy in, and then overnight when you're asleep, you get a couple of big green candles, and then we hit, and then you wake up and it's like, oh shit. I'm sure that's happened to all of us. You've gone to sleep thinking everything's fine and everything's looking good, and then you wake up the next day and you are literally, you kind of give up. You're like, what the hell, man? Why did that happen? So we don't want that to happen to the challenge. It happened to us before when we started the challenge. We bought at a point, okay, and everything kind of looked okay at the time, and as soon as we started the challenge, it dropped all the way down and then it came back up. Okay, so we are essentially slightly higher than the point where we started the challenge. Okay, I believe we started and we're back.
Oh shit, Techie just said, fuck this, I'm gonna go trade.
Techie's back. Yep, another attack on my connection, and currently I am connecting through my phone because my backup connection is offline as well. So the quality may be a little bit down, guys. I do apologize for that. There may be a little bit of buffering, so therefore I will try to speak a little bit slower in case the buffering happens. Then at least you don't really miss anything. While the stream was down, Bitcoin shot up and it broke through that blue damn line. Guys, I literally said, not even, I don't know, an hour ago.
Your mic is like a robot, Techie, sometimes.
No. Really?
Right now it's good, but sometimes...
Alright guys, let me readjust my phone. You'll have to excuse the desk noises. Okay, that should give better coverage, I hope. Okay, so I literally said earlier to some people that as soon as I go live, I guarantee you something major is going to happen. And it just bloody did, didn't it? Thank you very much, Mr. Bitcoin. So we broke out of this ascending triangle, okay? And now our next target is to come all the way up to this bad boy up here, this beautiful orange line, which is our major downtrend, okay? I just realized I'm not going to be able to keep an eye on the Discord chat, and my voice connection has gone very low. This is amazing. Okay, guys. At what point are we going to buy? We broke through here, okay? But one thing that I have learned very recently is to not trust a break until you can confirm that it's a break. And I asked a couple of people about this. What would be the best way to confirm a break in the crypto markets? And there were varying, differing opinions, but there's one that I actually liked. And I'm being told it's a little bit Daft Punk. Okay, I'm lagging. Oh no. This is not good. Okay. Lots of spinning wheels and lagging. Alright guys, just give me a few minutes. and I will come back. All right, I believe we are back. I hope we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies for the delay. If you can see the stream and you can hear me, please give a thumbs up. Just that then I know that we are back to being live. I can see. No, I'm not going to sing. Okay, so. As we were saying before, we were very, very rudely interrupted by my stupid internet connections, which I think I'm going to have to work out another solution for. Bitcoin broke through the line that we were just talking about, and it broke through very hard and very fast. It is still gaining, and right now, just out of the corner of my eye, I am watching my own trading sheet, my own trading system, sorry, just to see and monitor how it goes. So effectively right now our target is to come up and break through this line here. But again, if we do not make it going up like that, oh god, then we could essentially see some major droppage. I think I'm going to use that word, droppage, over the next few days. Let's bring up the rest of the team here. So, why didn't we buy back in? Simply because of that. We are learning how to hold and just wait. And even if the market continues going up and up and up and up, we are going to wait. In terms of confirming this break, I think that was what I was talking about before, before the stream cut out. How to confirm a break and the tactic that I have started using. The tactic that I have started using, some people confirm a break as soon as it goes up past the line. Recently, especially in a bearish market, I have seen very many points where we break past the line and then we come straight back down again. And people buy in as soon as it breaks, and before they know it, it's come back down and they have lost a lot of money. The same thing with the break downwards. you know, there are, this is the issue I was talking about, that occasionally it just kind of shifts things a few millimeters. So let me just quickly refresh this. Might just be my system, but I don't know. Switch that off, and let's bring the chart like that. And can we have a look now? No, it's still shifted everything for some reason. I might have a bug with my trading view. Okay, but essentially when you draw a trend line, you may have to adjust it occasionally if something comes back down and then there's a trend reversal. Remember, a trend reversal is when there's a kind of, well, there's a trend coming down and then it reverses and then it goes up. So occasionally you may have to come back in and refine your lines. So the way that I now confirm trades, especially in this market, is that, especially on the 15-minute, I have a look and I wait for the current candle to break through, and then I monitor the next candle. If the next candle opens and closes above the break line, then if the next candle, the one after that, if the next candle just continues growing, then in my mind I have confirmed a break. Okay, because it is very, very, very possible, guys, with the amount of bull traps that have been. I know a lot of people are sick and tired of this word. I have learned to redefine the word in cryptocurrencies, because of the way that it's used is very different from other markets. Essentially, this could potentially be called a bull trap by some schools of thought. However, it is simply a false break, okay, where we go above and then we come back down again. So as you guys can see here, we are already starting to turn red. So this is going to be very interesting to monitor while we do the stream, and see how it goes. Now, what is our strategy? If we confirm a break, we're going to confirm a break here, okay? And then we're going to try and ride up to where it comes to here, okay? It's not much. It maybe even isn't even worth the ride up. $500, is it worth the risk? Because by the time it gets here, I will be fast asleep, and if I am fast asleep and it hits here and breaks down, I don't think it's going to be worth the risk. What do you guys think? In the server with me, Damilon, Crypto Romeo. Have I just gone offline again?
No, you're here.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
You are good. I agree.
I was suddenly checking everything all of a sudden. So I know
If
a
you've
lot.
looked, we've had like several large steps today. So I think a lot of people are watching this closely.
That's the thing. There's been so many. I mean, these large candles here, they didn't give me a lot of confidence. Okay, they really didn't give me a lot of confidence. In fact, on my own chart, if I bring up the correct one here, and I go down to the 15-minute. Oh God, come on, baby. There we go. If we go to the 15-minute, you can see that I had a channel drawn, okay, and the point at which we break over here, essentially drawn that we will, and again everything is shifted down a bit, weird, that we will essentially break. If we break this line here and we head up, then we have broken that line, and then there's a confirmation because the candle's here. We basically had a lot of really strong growth today, so I am suspicious about this type of growth. And as you guys can see right now, there's a nice red candle, which is why I never confirm on the second one. I always wait for the third one. But I don't know, how do you guys in the server with me feel about this break?
There's how I feel and what I want, because I made some mistakes last night. Personally, I'm a little bit wary of all these big steps, but I don't really have much of an explanation beyond that.
I've just seen Bitcoin do this so many times before, and every time I say, oh, it's ready to turn around, and it keeps going. So I really have no idea what it's going to do, but I mean, I've been buying it and trading the waves as it goes, but still, I haven't been staying in it because I'm not sure it will stay at this level.
Yep. I do agree. Personally, even I'm being super cautious with this. It's a really difficult one because we could literally. The thing is, with other traders, they would rather wait and confirm a break and then buy in at a slightly higher price but guarantee that it's going to go up, rather than buy in now at a lower price but with a higher risk of it going down. Okay, that is the general idea behind it. That is the general reason why so many people are still in USDT. For my own personal stack, okay, I am technically in the position of being in USDT, okay, but I have been swing trading. But my default position is USDT, i.e. I'm not buying back into alts, I'm not buying back into coins, I'm not, none of that stuff. I'm not in a normal standard trading method position. So, this red line on my screen here, how far off is that actually? It seems like it's a lot higher here. I got that line super accurate on my screen earlier. Essentially, this line here is going to be the deciding factor. Personally, for me, if we break through that, we have a lot of confidence. Okay, and difficult decision now. I was hoping we wouldn't have to make this decision on stream of whether we buy in or not. And now this candle here looks like it's flipping green.
Just wait and see what this candle does, and then
yep, I'm definitely
after it.
I'm gonna wait and see how this guy handles it, because judging by how some of the climbs have been before, as you can see, we went up, we had a little candle. Hello, little candle over here. In fact, let's zoom in a bit so you guys can see that a little bit clearer. Okay, we had a nice big one, we had a nice big one, we had a kind of medium one, we had a medium one, and then we ended on a weird one, and now we're ending on a weird one in, I think that says 9 minutes. In 9 minutes. And then if it does go red, if it does follow this similar pattern, okay, then we may potentially buy in and ride the wave up. But at the same time, I will have to stay awake until we come close to that wall, and I may have to do an emergency pull out. Okay, because if we do hit that wall and we fail, I don't think it's going to be a soft failure. I think we may hit it once, come back a little bit, try and hit it again, and then it will either be success or failure. So we're just going to monitor this one right now. And that's the end of the stream, ladies and gentlemen. All done, happy, see you soon, goodbye. No, I'm kidding. We were talking with the team earlier about what coins we would buy once we buy back in, and the day before yesterday, I believe, we introduced you guys to Wabi, and we have another couple of suggestions from the team, and what we'll do is we will introduce them to you. We'll introduce them to you in a mini stream, not directly on here, so we can do a proper preparation, get everything done. So they will effectively just be mini stream content. But we are looking currently at TRX, okay, or Tron, as well as Ion, or AION. So those are the two other coins that we are looking at potentially picking up. We do, of course, still have some Walton, okay. We can actually check out the volume of Walton. I don't think we've done that in a while. I know a lot of people right now are probably saying, Techie, please don't look at Walton. Please, Techie, don't look at it. If you are holding Walton because you were trying to swing it a couple of days ago, look away now, take your headphones out of your ears, and when I scream, then you can come back, okay? So, let's go into Walton.
Don't do it.
I'm not gonna say the price.
That was there.
Okay, for those of you who are still watching, i.e. you're not holding Walton, you can see the price located here. Okay, there are some zeros in it, there are some 2s, and there is a 7 as well, and a 5, and some random other numbers. Okay, let's have a look at ICX, the other coin that we're holding. And if you guys are holding ICX as well, again, you guys can see the the numbers here on ICX. And guys, this is what I said. Almost all alts are gonna dump very hard as BTC starts to rise. And I think I should be safe in doing this. I'm just gonna do a very quick trade, guys. I'm gonna wait for confirmation of the break, and then I'm gonna do a trade on my own account because I'm holding a coin, and I know right now I can see it on the corner of my screen. This thing's going down and really hard. Oh, don't sell anything yet, guys, because this could fail, and if it does, these guys here, where are they? Here, they're gonna bounce back up again. Okay. So don't sell yet, wait for confirmation of the break, okay, and then you can start to sell. What coins is everyone else holding? Actually, I'm quite interested in that. So some people
I am currently holding Walton. I've been holding Walton since we were swinging, and then I missed my top swing, and then I was told to, or I was told that it's actually going to pop soon. And John's signal, so I've decided to stay holding.
I was holding Engine, Etherlend, and VeChain, and
Okay.
actually my Engine position just closed.
Nice.
I was expecting Etherlend to cup, and it dipped down a bit, so I'm not sure that's going to work out.
Yep.
And VeChain have already made profits on today, but I'm still trying to close it a little higher where it is now, so I'm hoping BTC keeps going. So both VeChain and Engine had news in the last 24 hours, so it's kind of helping.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's I did hear a lot about VeChain earlier, and I did consider getting in on it, but I was stuck in a position, and then I got distracted. And then I didn't sell, and then it all went to shit. So I'm still currently stuck in minus. I had my target today, actually. I had a target to make between, I believe I said 5 to 8% today. I actually made 4.6 very quickly, and then I got stuck. And I think currently I'm at -4. From start of day, not -4, so technically kind of -8 or -9 or whatever it is. Overall, not a good position to be in. Yep, there's quite a few people look like they were holding Ven today as well with you, Demilon. Wait, Ven? No, Lisk has their rebranding tomorrow, right?
Well, Ven also will be rebranding.
Ah, yes, okay. So it's Ven is rebranding.
That's what we've known about that for a while.
Okay, there was news about Ven though, right?
Yes. So there's a Twitter guy called Coca-Cola Kid, and he always posts these cryptic messages that contain hidden information before the official announcements happen. So he posted something, and it basically said the name of 2 companies that were going to be partnering with VeChain.
Okay.
And so one of them was the Yida Group, which I really don't know much about. It's a Chinese company. And the other one, hasn't been announced yet, but it was BMW. So since we haven't seen that yet, we're still wondering about that. But those had been pushing it all day, and so everyone was buying it this morning. And then Engine announced, which is like a gaming coin, announced a partnership with an esports company, and they're going to be giving out coins and wallets to fans over social media and all that stuff to all the people who watch esports. And they do stuff like Fortnite, Counter-Strike Go, things like that. So that's a good way to kind of get a gaming coin in the hands of gamers, not necessarily integrate it directly into a game itself, but get all the community aware of it. So that kind of was pushing a lot of that profit today.
Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, I did have a look at the charts earlier. In fact, I just want to keep BTC open for a second. But if I do this, it's going to adjust that. So let me just come in here.
Yeah, by the way, if any of you are holding VeChain and the rebrand's going to happen like in a week, then it's going to, I think it's VET. It's going to be the new name.
VET.
So you'll notice that it will change from one name to another. If you're on like Binance, it does it for you automatically, so you don't have to worry about it.
Okay, so guys, yesterday's stream time where there wasn't actually even a stream, I think was around here somewhere. and you guys can see the beautiful growth that VeChain has had, which is absolutely beautiful in this market of uncertainty and red. I'm just going to quickly check Bitcoin. Oh, it's an interesting red doji. I do not like the look of it. It makes me very, very nervous. Some people were holding ENJ today, XRP, Ethereum.
All my positions closed.
Oh, congratulations, sir.
Sorry.
It's all right. Mine are bloody wide open. They've blown the bloody doors off.
VeChain just pushed up one more candle, just where I needed it to be.
Wow, it's interesting though that VeChain is actually gaining, whereas many other alts are dipping quite hard. Let's have a look at TRX. BTC. Just get everything in red. Oh.
Yeah, I know that Ion just started moving up. I don't know how far it's going to move up, but it's got a nice kind of cup forming, and VeChain went up quite a bit today. It's kind of been following. Usually Omisco follows Bitcoin, but it hasn't been so much today. And then Ethereum Classic has been up and down, but it's been up quite a bit over the last few days anyway. So if you've been holding Ethereum Classic this whole time, I think a lot of people were because of a fork or something, but you would have made some good profits on that one.
I'm just looking right now at Ion, and I didn't see her earlier. But anyone who was swinging this today, just look at these waves, man. Look at these waves. 2 hours 30, 3 hours, 2 hours 30, 2 hours and a half. So you could have got, even if you sold early and you were conservative with your sells, you could have sold at 5.5%, 4.5%, 6.5%, 5.5%. Ooh, are you gonna become my new swing coin? Basically, guys, I have a swing coin. I have one coin that I have watched many, many times, and I think a lot of people know about this. And I believe it's now on. No, damn it! I thought because KuCoin use this that it would be on there. Oh man, I think we have to go to Coinigy. But then I gotta register. Damn it. But it is capacity cap. I worked out a beautiful trading strategy for capacity, and I was able to swing it very, 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 very beautifully. Get a lot of nice waves. Not here. We are looking at back around here somewhere. I think a lot of these waves I was able to ride them and get beautiful gains on capacity. And it kind of died out now. It's been released on another market, and that has effectively really created a massive divergence in the prices. So it was only on Cryptopia, but now it's also on KuCoin. And as you guys can see, there's a big price difference, all the way from 14.1 cents down to 13.5. Even if you trade it in Ethereum, you can get it cheaper. So technically, if you really wanted to, and this might be an interesting one, you can keep on cycling between buying in Ethereum, selling in Bitcoin, getting, don't know what percentage that would be, 3% maybe, getting 3%, sell your BTC back into Ethereum, buy in Ethereum, selling BTC. You could repeat this all day long, couldn't you? I don't know how long this has been going. Oh yeah, I'm sorry guys, I forgot. Jeff just reminding me everyone is trading on Binance, so maybe that's not the best thing. Anyway, sorry, I digressed. I had my swinging coin capacity. I worked out an amazing tactic. I worked out an amazing strategy. However, it has become less effective, largely because capacity have a second ICO coming up, but also because of the way that Bitcoin has been behaving and moving, and as a result, Yeah, it's been a little bit difficult. I did miss a couple of questions. I'm going to very quickly go over them. If you're on YouTube and you want to ask a question, please put a capital letter Q as Markko and Jack have done. Markko's question is, would it be a good move to place a buy order right above the downtrend line orange because we believe it will go up if it breaks? That is a very interesting question. The issue that I have, okay, is we can always place a very safe buy order. So for example, we could even go up to 11,800. Okay, or actually let me check on my chart just because I believe it's a little bit more accurate. So up here we're saying even less, we can say even 11,700-ish. We could put a conservative order, we can put up something there. For example, in somewhere around here. Okay, so anywhere above that line we would then end up just buying effectively. We could do that, but again we want to make sure that we confirm the break, and I would rather kind of analyze the situation when I wake up or when I have time and actually do a better buy order than just putting in a random number that may or may not be hit and may take a little whatever it is. I don't know what everyone else in the server wants to be doing. Are you guys going to be staying up to see if we break this line?
Yep.
I mean, to be honest, oh god no. Okay, I'm just going to go to the 1 hour. To be honest guys, with the previous massive greens that we've had, they kind of go sideways a bit for a few hours. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours going sideways, and then it jumped up again, and then we kind of had this little bit of a wavy here, and we jumped up again. I'm expecting that we're either going to go down or we may just go sideways again for another few hours and then pump up and then maybe sideways again, or we may just end up doing some really weird stuff. You know, we might end up just kind of drawing patterns and unicorns with the charts, no idea. I would prefer just to watch it live rather than put in an order and hope and wish. But if you could, if you do want to put in an order, I would suggest putting it, you know, somewhere just beyond the line, not directly at the line. It does mean you're going to buy in a little bit higher, but it does also mean then that if we do just go parabolic and we get a stupidly long world record kind of green candle, that then you will be able to buy without any stresses or worries. I mean, this is probably going to be in about 8 to 12 hours anyway, so you might have a bit of time. Another question. Are you not worried about Venn growth? Venn right now, if we go back to Venn, this kind of growth is normally it would worry me. This here is just people buying because of the news. And when somebody buys because of the news, when people buy because of the news, usually it dumps after. Okay. However, we are also transitioning, and I think we're back online.
Yep.
If we're back online, give a thumbs up, guys. Okay. So, as I was saying, I believe that what could potentially happen is that the effect of us entering into a bull market and the coin gaining could potentially send it on a slight upward trend. However, the effect of the news being sold, etc., could go down on a downtrend. We could end up going sideways. Or if all alts don't yet start to recover, this could actually have quite a steep kind of action. If we have a look at the chart here, our all-time high was all the way up at 70,000 satoshis. We got quite a way to go before we get back up there. We have had a lot of gains recently, some nice, beautiful gains at some points. Does it worry me? Partially. Is it something to completely go scared and crazy about? No. Jack's second question saying, don't coins usually dump hard after a rebrand? Yes and no. Depending what the state the market is in and the confidence in the market. Again, a lot of people do buy the coin and then dump it whenever the news comes out, and that can, in many cases, hurt the price. However, some cases as well, it doesn't do as much damage as you thought because maybe there is something else happening in the market that helps boost it up a bit. Does anyone remember any case where a coin actually gained after the news?
Neo.
Neo. Neo is
But
actually one of those coins.
it's
Yeah, I was gonna say
interesting
Neo as well.
because like we were talking about both Neo and Nano and all that stuff, and I there hasn't been a whole lot of cases, and a lot of the times it has to do with things nothing to do with the rebrand. So Neo rebranded, and it just happened to be when Bitcoin forked last June, so it had nowhere to go but up. Nano, right before it rebranded, had all that stuff happen with the exchange, so it already had all this FUD news, so it was already dropping. And then now with VeChain, you've already got this stuff, but the market's already down. So in this case, I think I'm not sure you're necessarily going to see it dump largely. I think that it might can just continue where it is. So I think a lot of times it's just kind of like it seems like that because of how the market is, or because of other news.
Yeah, there are quite a few factors that can affect it, but yeah, the Neo rebranding I think was a successful one. I think there's going to be a few rebrandings this year where it's done very successfully, but again, I think it depends on the coin and the volume on the coin as well. You know, that can in a way determine how easily it will be kind of shut down or taken down after the news. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Plus, you have to keep in mind too, VeChain is one of the those Chinese coins that we like to follow, and you have to always keep in mind on all those major Chinese coins, whether it's Neo, VeChain, Walton, Qtum, Wabi. There's a few others, but when the Chinese exchanges come back up, that's going to be just this massive market FOMO. So, assuming they come back up, but that's something to always keep in the back of your mind too.
Wasn't Walton Chinese and VeChain Singapore?
You could be right. I don't know. I thought VeChain was also a Chinese, but I could be wrong.
It's Asia though, that's for sure.
Okay. I can't remember which one is which anyway, but someone's saying, haven't they banned crypto in China? No, they haven't technically really banned crypto in China. They have banned some activities related to crypto, but they haven't banned crypto as a whole. There's a lot of rumors flying around about that. There's still traders and there's still miners there. What is my take on Chinese crypto? What is my take on European crypto or American crypto or Australasian crypto? It's all the same to me. They're all the same. Just the different work ethic of the teams can sometimes produce what people would consider to be strange results.
Fine again. Oh, and it's coming back again.
Here we go. Am I back? Let's.
Back again.
This is gonna be a choppy stream, ladies and gentlemen. I can't even remember what I was saying now. Oh yes. There is one difference that people should be aware of, is that many traders in the West are used to the Western mentality of doing business and the way that companies make announcements, and people think, oh yeah, it's all got to be like Apple or Google or Amazon or Musk, you know, with these crazy announcements and these massive shows. But in Asia, the business mentality is very different from the West. And they have their own way of doing things, and they have their own things that many of us see as like that's weird or that's wrong or whatever it may be. So that's the only one thing to keep in mind. Okay, that's why a lot of people attack TRX and say, oh, what the hell is he doing? Oh, blah blah blah, he's just wrecking it. Actually, no, he's doing what he's always done. He's doing what his market is. You know, he's doing the announcements in a similar style to a lot of products or projects from that part of the world. So, yeah, it's I don't think there's any difference at all between Chinese crypto and non-Chinese crypto. Do I think they resume trading after Chinese New Year? I don't know. Chinese New Year already happened.
Also, there's a couple things in China that are very different. For one thing, it's you just have population, and so they have a ton of people, and the businesses are run like a machine over there. So they're actually trying to do things that they control it. So they're doing all the regulations. So once it's back up and it's online, I think it's there to stay forever. So we've had a lot of instances of Chinese news in the past where they're always like, I'm going to ban this, I'm going to ban that. But the whole point that they take it offline is so they control it all. So all the exchanges, everything have to be like authorized exchanges. And so when they're saying they're banning it, they're basically putting the halt on all the things they can until they can come out with things with their own rules. And then after that happens, I don't see any more Chinese FUD happening again.
And guys, you got to understand one thing, okay? There is so much fake rubbish shit that's spread all across the crypto world. Every few days I come up with an article that's just absolutely bollocks, pardon my French, okay? Absolute rubbish. And this is what we see in the West here, but I can guarantee you guys that as well over there, they have their own FUD and they have their own stuff which gets spread up. Okay, I think everyone can hear me. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up on the stream. The stream connected before the Discord server did. Let's see. Actually, guys in the server, can you?
I can hear you.
I can hear you as well.
I can as well.
Yes, we can.
Okay, is the stream working?
So far, so good.
Okay. I'm just gonna wait till the chat reloads for the stream, because currently I
Yep.
cannot see anything.
You're back, they say.
Okay, I can't see the YouTube chat. I can't see the Discord server chat. Okay, this is an interesting one. Let's try and stream blindly. Okay. There we go. Yes, and Zach, it is right now. As he said, this is now becoming a weekly occurrence. And I have 4 connections and 3 of them are down, so I need to get some more now. Right, back to what we were talking about. I can't even remember. What were we talking about before the stream went down, guys?
Chinese coins.
Chinese coins.
Work ethic.
Ah, yes. The Chinese work ethic, the Chinese way of doing business is very, very different to how we in the West work and how we operate in business. I'm sure there's a few of you guys out there who have been in the Asian markets or even worked in Asia at some point, and you will be able to attest to the way of doing business there and how cutthroat, I guess, is probably the best word to use. It is not something light. It is not something, you know,
It's off again.
Someone saying go techie. Is it on or is it off, guys?
It's off for me.
Now it's coming back online. It's all over the place.
Oh wow. Oh god.
It's spinning up now.
Means
No,
that they've
now
probably...
you're back on.
Alright.
Welcome back.
Means they've probably got a list of my IPs now. Great. Time to move to a different country, I think. Okay, I'm going to try and do this before we cut off again very quickly, guys. Different work ethic. Anyone who's there, you will know what we're talking about. I think maybe I missed a couple of questions. If I haven't answered your question yet, please repost it from your YouTube chat. Please put a capital letter Q. If you're on the Discord server, please tag me at Mr. Techie, so when I scroll through the list, I can very quickly catch them and see them. If you haven't yet joined the Discord server, go to the video description. There's a link to our website, and on our website, there is a what is on our website? Oh yeah, there's a section called How To Take Part, and on there you can find a link to the Discord server. Discord server is the CoinVX Discord server, where we are hosted on there. Great, massive community, lots of trading talk, lots of stuff going on. And now that I've done that a little bit, let's move on to seeing what Bitcoin is doing. So Bitcoin has definitely crossed over, guys. For me, this is confirmed that we have crossed over. We are not so strong though, because we did a big crossover, and right now we're kind of hovering left and right, up and down a bit. You can see how much of this is kind of flashing around. And if we come and we have a look right now at the order book, let me just, oh, it's okay, it's working right now. I'm going to go down to 0 decimals. Okay, and then I'm also just going to open up the order book right now. We don't really have anything that major. We have 11465 here. Okay, we have a 30 Bitcoin wall. And if I scroll up, at 11,500 we have 78 Bitcoin. Between those 2 points we have maybe about 55 Bitcoin in total from, yep, maybe 50-ish Bitcoin in total. From where we are right now, we're looking at probably about 100 Bitcoin. It's a large amount, not that much of a, sorry, it's a large amount. I don't know if we have the steam to get up there yet. I didn't actually look at TA past this point here. Someone saying, question, I'm now in deep shit with Walton, Neo and EOS. What do you think? How long can it take to level up? That is a very, very interesting question. How long will it take to level up? When the confidence comes back to the market, then we can really start to see the alts coming back up again. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no prediction on when or what could happen if the you know, if Bitcoin continues this level of growth, how much the alts are going to suffer. Let's go and check out. I think you wrote you have Neo. We'll go to Walton. Guys, I just want to show you something on Walton. Now, I was kind of hoping that everyone did watch the stream from a couple of days. What's up, Binance? Okay, my Binance has crashed in the background. I did kind of hope that most people watched the stream from a few days ago when we had Until 1 Mil here, and he drew for you guys what he expects to happen here. I haven't yet really gotten into fib levels yet. We are looking at a, can't even remember which one it is now. Fib retracement, I believe, and we go from the bottom here up to the top there. Not counting the spikes. Okay. And essentially he believes, if I can find the right one, there we go, he believes that what we are looking at is something approximately like this. Okay, we are looking at a cup on Walton. Okay, and he said the best buy range was between 20 to 24,000 satoshis, and right now we are slap bang in the middle of that buy range. I'm sure my fib chart is off slightly, and those fibbers of you will say, Techie, you've got it in the wrong place. I'm just giving an example. If you want to find out the correct places, go and check out the video from a couple of days ago. You know, just go check it out, see how he drew it, follow along with what he says. But so far, we are following what he said, almost to a T. Okay, so I would say for Walton, don't worry about it for now. Okay, you may have a few more days of it kind of going a little bit sideways, but you should start to see some very, very good growth coming up soon. I missed out what the rest of the coins are. EOS is a very, very, very solid coin. I would not worry about that. Neo, extremely solid coin. Out of all of the coins, there's, I mean, I believe maybe even Neo started gaining already.
Yeah, I was going to make a comment. You've actually made dollars on your Neo, no matter when you bought it. During this challenge. Your Satoshi value might have dropped because Bitcoin just went up faster.
I mean, look at that. It's...
depends on which way you're calculating. A lot of people who trade always only do Satoshi value. So, but you have made dollars, which is when you say money, it's really what you're making money. So yeah, so even if you're holding it, you still did increase like your portfolio profit. But EOS, so it's not going to jump probably as much. At the same time, Neo just came out with some news today too. So a partnership, I believe, or they're going to be using another platform, so that could help push it up a bit.
Yep, Neo is a very, very strong coin. EOS is a very... You're basically, in my opinion, you're holding some of the strongest coins possible, Maya. I wouldn't be worried at all. I'm just going through now, checking out the rest of the stuff. Opinions on why LTC shifted movements from BTC now. First time I've seen it in a few days. That, sir, is interesting. I'm not going to load my chart. We're going to go with a new LTC chart. I did notice this earlier. I was looking at it, and the guys, in my honest opinion, okay, I think it's going to be very difficult for LTC to get up to the level that everyone was expecting it to. Okay, it's just my own opinion, and the reason why is because it had some crazy growth over the last few days. Okay, it had a lot of crazy growth, and that crazy growth has essentially taken away from the normal growth of it. Okay, whereby it would have recovered nicely alongside Bitcoin. Now, if we scroll out a little bit, I'm going to go up to the 1-day chart just to make things a little bit easier. Okay, and then I'm going to mess around with this here, and we're going to move it across, and we're going to zoom in on the guy. Okay, you guys can have a look here. All right, I'm just getting a message from Jeff. Let me check what that is. Ah, yeah, we said short stream, isn't it? Oh God. Thank you, Jeff, for the reminder. Essentially, guys, we are back at the price of the middle of January. Okay, that is where we are right now with Litecoin. Okay, whereas if we open up almost any other coin, and I appreciate that Litecoin is different from a lot of alts. Okay, but okay, maybe this here wasn't the best example. We did see some crazy growth on Walton. Who should we open up? We could, let's check out EOS since it was mentioned earlier. No, yep, BTC. We want it on Binance. Okay. What chart am I looking at? I'm looking at the 1-day chart, and we find again the same point here. Okay, so let's draw a horizontal line here. You guys can see that EOS hasn't come anywhere near to it yet. And this here is the general same story for most of the alts. They haven't come back up to that previous level, whereas LTC did. Okay, and when LTC did, I think a lot of people were like, okay, well, I'm not exactly going to buy it for more than it was before the stuff really started to go down. And that, in my opinion, is what's happening with LTCs. It's more of a psychological thing right now. I remember buying LTC on the 10th of January for $258. So if I find where the 10th of January was, there we go. And here, okay, may have been on the 11th or on the 9th, around that time. Yeah, around $258. I bought it to send it somewhere, and that was essentially it. It went up a few days later to $300, and I'm sure I could find that somewhere. If we look for a nice spike, don't know where it is. Around here somewhere, I believe. So yeah, it's kind of back at its previous level. It had the major news and the major thing about the Litecoin fork, which I believe pumped the price up quite a bit as well. So I don't know if it's going to grow that much more. Someone was asking why it shifted. That's my very, very long answer that I now realize is way too long, and I should have just summarized it a bit.
Yeah, the two things that pumped it in that day was the combination of the light pay news that Charlie Lee tweeted about, and then people usually buy up to hold for the fork. And then after people got their fork coins, they sold a bunch of it. But they haven't actually released a lot of the light pay locations. That's all going to happen, like, I think in the next week. So I don't know if it's going to be just up because of the news or if it'll go up again after Bitcoin cuts this out.
Yep. And guys, you got to imagine as well, Bitcoin, so essentially, if Bitcoin went up, we saw Litecoin going up as well. A lot of people bought Litecoin just for the fork, and now they are in the process of selling it. That will effectively, if you were just to take the selling, it would be down here. But because we have the effect of Bitcoin, it should be up here. So they kind of cancel each other out, and we're probably just going to be going at an angle like this for a while. Okay? There's a lot of factors. Yeah, I don't know what it's going to do or when it's going to do it. All right. Just had a bit of a coughing session. Right. If there's any questions, guys, on YouTube, please ask them quickly. Would now be a good time to buy Walton. Buy Walton anywhere between 20,000 and 24,000. And because we're at 22, slap bang in the middle, I'm going to be monitoring BTC and buying it at that point. Why do I have a white candle? Oh, there we go. So I will be monitoring it and potentially buying it to ride up. But remember guys, look at this, okay? I don't want people to buy it and expect that we're going to go up in one day. This is a one-day chart, okay? The difference in time between here and let's just take the middle there is 30 days. It's 1 month, okay? And if this here is the bottom of the cup, or even if here is the bottom of the cup, you can expect to wait another 2 to 3 weeks, but you can also expect to potentially make about 40% on whatever you throw in there. So just be patient with it. If you want to get short gains, you could always kind of sell at whatever. Here's, I don't know, there's 20% right there. Okay, you could sell it for 20% gains, but then you potentially miss on this whole massive thing where we go all the way up to 40%. Okay, I'm gonna buy a bit. I'm gonna personally, on my own personal stack, I will buy a bit. I will sell some of it at 20%, i.e. when we reach around here. Well, yeah, I've made a shorter cup, haven't I? So let's bring this back here. So I will sell some of it when we reach around here, 20%, which will be kind of in 2 weeks, and then I will sell a bit more as we get higher up, and I will always keep a little bit for myself. So just relax guys. You know, don't worry about Walton for now. You want good gains, you're gonna have to wait. I don't see any more questions, and this was only meant to be a very short stream, but it seems like we went on and on, and I know the streaming cuts have been a bit of a pain for you guys. I do apologize for that. I will try and sort out another connection for tomorrow, or at least utilizing 2 connections simultaneously so that we don't have the breaks. Right, I believe that's it. Anyone in here want to share anything in the server with me?
Not really.
No.
No.
Okay, so guys, we're just going to monitor BTC. Join the Discord server where we're going to be talking about it. Again, the target is to reach up to this orange line and draw it for yourself and get it as accurately as you possibly can. Okay, you know, like I could really kind of come up here. Oh, that's actually quite nice up there. And really come up to the previous point as well. See, it was a little bit off. Just put it on there. Okay. Try and get it as accurate as you possibly can, and it will give you the best possible results for when you are all the way down here and looking at the point that you need to break through. Okay, so again, we need to see it break up through this point here. I will try to be awake. If not, I will maybe discuss with the team and see about us setting an order up here. Now, one note guys, please be very careful. If you do intend, this is very, very important information, please. Everyone pay attention, okay? If you do intend to buy up here, you do not do a limit order. If you do a limit order, you will essentially be buying in right now, okay? And you have the potential for just buying at a random amount wherever the orders are, okay? So if I was to do right now a limit order at 12,000, I would potentially buy all of these guys up here, or depending how much money you have. That is why you need to do a stop limit, okay? And we talked about this, I believe, in video number 1 or video number 2, how to utilize a stop limit. Essentially, what I will do, okay, if we do decide to do a stop limit up here, I will choose this line here, which is 11,870, okay? And then I will come up and I will come into here. I'm going to add maybe $20. I will do 11,890. Once we reach to 11,890, okay, I want to buy in. I want to definitely buy in, okay? And if you guys remember what we said about the stop limits, if in order to guarantee your stop limit happens and then it doesn't just come in and then it carries on growing beyond what you do, I would then put in my limit order at 11,898.22. Okay, why do I put the limit order higher than the stop order? Because if we are going up very fast and your limit order is lower, as soon as this number here, as soon as this number here matches up with this one, your order will end up down here, and we are already traveling a lot past it. That is why I kind of put it beyond, but I'm not saying do a stop limit yet. It's entirely up to you guys what you want to do. If you don't know what a stop limit is, we covered it in video 1 or 2. Also go and read about it online. It can be potentially very dangerous if you do it and you don't know what you're doing. Okay, so just be careful. Someone's saying, what trades are you typically going to be doing later on? We're not really going to do much swing trading with the challenge until we cover swing trading in swing trading week. Okay, where potentially for the whole week we're just going to be sat there swing trading all day long. For now, guys, we are focusing on short-term coins, i.e. 1 week, maybe 2 weeks, because we need to get our money up. We are getting closer and closer to week 3, and although we have a little tiny bit of a profit, nowhere near enough to make me satisfied. I am not worried about it at all, okay, because we have been in a very, very safe position just for this break, and once we break this, then I go in with full confidence and we will start buying and selling and doing lots of crazy stuff and having parties and holding hands and singing Kumbaya and whatever else you guys want to end up doing. All right, so I think that's it from myself on the server, guys, and for those of you joining us online, thank you very much. Remember to like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the YouTube channel and to the Twitter account so you can get notifications as soon as possible. If you have any feedback, please feel free to leave it in the video description. Otherwise, you can send me a message on the Discord server. You can always find me there, Mr. Techie. That's it from me. We will catch up with you guys tomorrow night at the same time, 7 PM EST. And that's it from myself and everyone in the server. Have a very, very, very good night. Take care.